defensive rankings for Week 12, presented by IrvinandM.com. We got 28 teams, and you know what? I've got positional rankings every week, including defense for the week, every weekday of every week, in the playlist spreadsheet. And it's this simple, all right? 1 through 28, there they are. It's color-coded. You don't have to know anything about anything. You don't have to read. I don't have to explain these numbers. Green is good. We like green. Yellow, we're not as happy about that. It starts to get red over here. That's a little worrying. Probably want to avoid that. And then as we get down here, look at this red. So much red. It's pretty, but it's not for us, right? We like this. This is what we want. 1 through 10. You want Seahawks, Ravens, Packers, Raiders. None of these teams that they face are scoring more than 18 points against them. Even the Saints versus Atlanta, they're only scoring 19 points against them. This is great. That is the top 5 defense. You want sub 20, even 20 numbers. Bills versus Houston, 25-20. Lions versus Giants at 7, 30-20. You know, there's a lot of offense going on. 50-point totals, a lot of points, a lot of scoring. Typically not what you want to hear in a game that has your defense in it. But 20 points is okay. It's about where the cap is, which is why the top 10 is the top 10, right? Even the Browns, they have absolutely no offense. They're the only team that can play the Raiders and have worse an offense than the Raiders. But 17-20 is still acceptable. 19-21, right? Our teams are losing, but it's still acceptable. 20, 21 points, it's about all you can muster, right? You don't want much more to deal with than that. And you might say, well, these guys are 21, and they score a lot of points. They're going to score a lot of points. So why do we not like these? Why aren't these guys up here? Right? Why don't we have 14 to pick from instead of 13 to pick from instead of 14? Well, if we look over here, this is the opponent, right? This is Tampa. This is Cincinnati. This is Pittsburgh. That's their numbers. You notice the red? Big numbers, big 20s. We don't like that. We don't want that. We want these limp, horrible, flaccid offenses, right? That's what we want. They don't put up hardly any points. We want our stout boys. There's some stout boys down here, but it's okay because we got 10 to pick from in the top. And that's what I would recommend. Seahawks, Ravens, Packers, Raiders, Saints, Bills, Lions, 49ers, Falcons, Browns. You know, if you want to get cute, you can play the Rams, Patriots, or the Bills. I would be very cautious doing that. I wouldn't play the Jaguars. I wouldn't play the Eagles. I wouldn't play the Chiefs. And I probably wouldn't play the Steelers. And definitely do not play the Vikings defense. Don't pick up the Texans and start them. Don't play the Cardinals, Colts, Cowboys, Panthers, Titans, Bengals, Buccaneers, Jets, Giants. None of those teams. You don't want any of this. Look at these points against. 30 point, 29, 28 points, 27 points. You want nothing to do with that. You want to live up here, right? There's more ranking vids in the playlist. Watch some more videos, and you can shop at my store where you can get a hat like this, a shirt like this to support me, and we even have jewelry, bracelets, rings. So many handmade goods. It's quite a good deal. You can also subscribe for free. But watch some more videos.